Hello everyone, my name is Himanshu. I am going to present human motion generation by stochastic conditioning of deep recurrent networks on pose manifolds. This is joint work with my advisor Professor Balasubramanian Raman at the Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. This work explores the process of 3D human motion generation using recurrent neural networks. The focus is on improving the long-term generation with reduced short-term prediction error. Human motion generation is the perpetual task of future pose prediction for a given pose by leveraging the past pose sequence history. Motion generation is a highly stochastic process. It involves a generative understanding of pose dynamics and has multiple substantial applications ranging from human-robot interaction, healthcare, surveillance, virtual reality, etc. Previous approaches have used database or simulation or graph embedding based approaches for motion prediction. However, most of the present day models use autoregressive paradigm. Autoregressive motion generation models work by routing the current pose output as the input to a future time step in the model. This work builds upon prior works by Zhou et al. And Martinez et al. For motion prediction and generation. Zhou et al. Showed how auto-conditioning of recurrent networks can be leveraged for long-term motion generation. Auto-conditioning avoids motion stagnation by allowing the model to predict for previous outputs rather than ground truth inputs. Martinez et al. Showed how the prediction errors can be minimized using connections. However, a direct application of these approaches for long-term motion generation delivers suboptimal results. Auto-conditioned motion generation models work by routing the current output as a future input to the model. This feedback results in constant accretion of error, and that is noise. This monotonic positive or negative growth with time leads to a complex interplay between signal and noise, which causes assorted issues such as pose stagnation, stretching, shrinking of pose, or a combination of both. This work leverages autoregressive and variational recurrent architecture by training them over 32-bit pose embeddings. The proposed model works by tightly constraining the locally reduced pose over a known manifold. This helps in keeping the pose configuration to a valid distribution of localized poses. We found that this constraint may sometimes result in stagnation of movement. To overcome this, we proposed a block-based recurrent neural network model called VRNN with residual connections, along with variable conditioning length and a variational setup as an additional but controlled source of stochasticity on the hidden state of recurrent neural network. Aiming to impose a strong structural constraint on 3D pose estimation, a view invariant generative latent representation is learned. We trained an unsupervised end-to-end adversarial autoencoder to embed the input pose into a 32-bit latent vector. The encoder is trained with a hierarchical combination of limb representations. The learned embeddings restrict the estimation of implausible pose patterns by enforcing a continuous pose embedding manifold with improved reconstructions. Pose embedding model is trained by jointly minimizing the reconstruction and adversarial losses on multiple pose datasets. The figure shows low dimensional TSNE visualization of the correlation among trajectories in the spatial domain in comparison to the trajectories in the embedded domain. The backbone of the proposed VRNN model is based on auto-conditioned recurrent neural networks called ACLSTM, proposed by Zhou et al. These are trained in an autoregressive fashion by alternatively feeding in the ground truth and the predicted output poses. The prediction loss is calculated over the ground truth pose sequences. The process of conditioning on the ground truth pose sequence is called teacher forcing, whereas conditioning on generated samples is called auto-conditioning. The idea behind auto-conditioning is that the joint probability of the distribution of pose sequence predictions can be expressed as the product of ordered conditionals of individual pose predictions. Using this, auto-conditioning improves on maximum likelihood estimation based training of recurrent neural networks by allowing generated distribution to drift away from the ground truth distribution. This is good for motion generation as it allows the recurrent neural network to guess the possible sequence of moves in the absence of the ground truth sequence. The proposed architecture has a block-based architecture and is trained under a variable conditioning scheme. Each block takes in a fixed length pose sequence and is built using subblocks. One subblock for teacher forcing phase, another for auto-conditioning phase. The input sequence lengths are varied for teacher forcing and auto-conditioning subblocks. An input seed pose sequence is provided for the first block only. To regulate the stochasticity in the model, variational sampling is imposed on the hidden state of the LSTM. Further, it is turned off with a small probability during training and probability 0 while testing. We have imposed residual connections on the output predictions such that the proposed model always predicts output deltas which are integrated with the inputs to attain the predicted poses. Coming to the results section, the table reports the pose prediction errors on the CMU motion capture dataset. Sequence to sequence and ERD methods perform better than other approaches for walking and martial art. However, the proposed VRN method shows better performance on Indian dance. On all actions, VRN performs better than both long-term motion generation baselines. Baseline 1 performs better than baseline 2 on all actions. However, the exact reason for this behavior is not clear. Just by looking at error values, overall, the proposed approach achieves better performance than both of the baseline long-term motion generation models, while staying comparable to the short-term motion generation models. Long-term motion generation results are presented in the diagram. The first row shows results by Zhou et al.'s long-term generation approach called ACLSTM. Note that after a few time steps, the quality of generated poses severely degrades. In the second row, when coupled with pose embeddings, the ACLSTM model stagnates quickly after making predictions for few time steps. Unlike ACLSTM, the last row shows the valid pose sequence generated by the proposed approach without stagnation or stretching of skeletons. Starting with the common seed sequence, in this visualization, we can see that on the left, the ACLSTM produces legible poses. However, after some time only, the pose starts stretching. The visualization in middle shows the working of ACLSTM when combined with pose embeddings. One can notice that the generated pose sequence stagnates quickly. On the rightmost side, we have the visualization for the proposed model. Our model provides a more generation of pose sequence than the other two baselines. Finally, we can conclude that the pose embeddings help maintain the proper geometric configuration of predicted poses. The variable length auto-conditioning and variational hidden state sampling in recurrent networks provide improved short-term prediction performance along with long-term motion generation capabilities. These are the references used during the presentation. Thank you.